Be Live changed some things around, which it looks pretty good actually at Studio 2. I think I might be I won't say the first one using it, but actually they just sent me a message. I don't know if they sent it just because they saw me log in, but I saw that they did an update to the program, and it said Be Live version Studio 2. So I guess they're in a beta phase or whatever. But actually, this is I just thought about something. I was looking around on my YouTube channel, and I noticed that I'm actually getting, I guess, a few more views. Now there's a mosquito in here, so there's a few more views that actually I got from on my YouTube channel, which obviously is not as big as Gary V or as I don't even know if Steve Harvey's channel or not, or it's not as big as Ellen DeGeneres's Twitter page. She has a lot of followers on her Twitter. I don't know how. I guess it just populated in my comment section one day, or view this section in my Twitter account. Yeah, sometimes I use Twitter, sometimes I don't. I haven't been using it in the past few months, or not. Have not been using it in the past few months because actually I've been here and been doing a lot of other stuff. But this is pretty interesting. I do like the new setup of Be Live, and it's a good setup. But yeah, actually I wanted to talk about the breakdown of monetization of a YouTube channel, because I was looking at my YouTube channel. I was like, yeah, it seems like, I started thinking about it, like, how can you monetize a YouTube channel pretty quick? And I see no comments on here, so I don't know if it's blocked off or what. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This video is going to go on YouTube, and this is actually on my page, which they may not be populating. Obviously, Be Live had some issues before originally with the comments showing up and all that stuff. So, but usually most of the time the comments show up on your personal page. It's just when you're going live in a group that it doesn't show up, and even on your fan page, business page, whatever you want to call it. But thank you guys for tuning in, who's ever here. If you are putting comments in, actually I can check. Let me see. So if you are putting comments in now, I really cannot see where. But this might help it out real quick. Let me make sure that I'm actually public and I am going live. So if you're watching this on my YouTube channel now, just make sure that, well, actually just forward it, or just, fast forward. So, and get to the good stuff. So what I'm going to do in this video is actually show you guys the breakdown of how you can monetize a channel. It's not going to be simple, and it actually is going to take a lot of time. And then I'm actually going to show you the monetization of, and it looks like it's cutting off my head now. So it looks like I'm also going to show you the monetization, and then obviously it looks weird. My camera actually distorted on the live, but that's just kind of, I guess it's just the streaming and all that stuff. Actually, it might be my computer, because I am watching it and streaming on the same computer, which is a laptop, which I really don't necessarily like. I miss my desktop. But yeah, so actually I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, it's real clear over here on my computer. But I'm going to show you guys the monetization of how to break down how you can monetize your YouTube channel. I know a lot of people say, actually I did a little file here on the Word document. So let me show my screen real quick and pull it up just so you guys can actually see. So I know a lot of people talk about, well, how can you monetize a YouTube channel? Some people say that the monetization of a YouTube channel doesn't mean anything, but still, I mean, it is some, a little extra income. I don't want to look down, but it's just the way my computer is actually positioned. So, and I don't know why. I just tried this out earlier and it was showing, but now it doesn't want to show. So let me try this again. So yeah, it's not populating now. I don't know why. I just did this earlier before I went live. Of course, when you go live, things change, and it's harder for you to work stuff, which is normal. Obviously, that works, huh? So yeah, my screen is not letting me populate my screen. So actually, oh, this is pretty cool. I can see the comments up here, but I can't see. Oh, Sean Brock commented. Actually, not commented, but hit like. Thanks for your like. And actually, I have 4 screens just delayed. So Sean Brock, Gail, and Jake. So appreciate your thumbs up. And then of course I gave it a thumbs up too, which I see my name on there. Yeah, I do like this setup. And then if you can see, if you guys are interested in starting a business, I have the actually PWA. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's distinguished or if you can, it might be distorted or whatever, but it's in the actual corner. Let me see if I can see it on my computer. Oh yeah, you can. So yeah, in the right hand corner, that is actually PWA, which that would be cool if they allowed you to click it. And if it was a clickable link, that would be cool too. That way I could actually send you guys to a place where you could actually start your own business for less than $10 a month. Some people say, oh yeah, less than $10 a month. That's, it really can't be a real business. But I will tell you, there's a lot of testimonials. You can go look at my webpage, or not my webpage, but you can look at my Facebook page in the pictures and stuff. And actually, I have a lot of testimonials that are already in there, straight from the group. Actually, there's a program, or actually, there's a group dedicated to this program. Well, actually, a lot of the programs that the person, the creator of this program actually has. He kind of incorporates everybody into one Facebook group, but there's a lot of testimonials in there already. People are talking about how they tried to make money online before and they cannot make money online. They did not make money online, but because of this program, they've actually made their first sales online. So a lot of, I guess, other teachers, experts, gurus, if you want to call them, they just teach to teach, just to teach to make money and to sell. But Anthony, actually, yeah, the creator is Anthony Morrison. You can Google him, you can look him up, you can look him up on YouTube. He has a pretty active YouTube channel himself, which I think he just started uploading his, because he goes live every Thursday night, so he just started uploading his stories, or his Thursday night programs that he does, his webinars on the YouTube channel. So there's another way as well. But that actually leads me into, the fact of monetization of a YouTube channel. So I realized, I started sitting and I was thinking, it was like, man, how can I monetize my YouTube channel real quickly, or not, I guess, necessarily quickly, but what's the easiest way? Because I don't know if you guys know or not, but actually, let me pull this up. So I want to bring this to broadcast. So now you can see it, and let me shrink me down. So here, which this screen is big, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but here is, and it won't let me. Then you can see the background in the back too, which is pretty cool. And then I guess I can remove this here. Let me remove the text. So yeah, so if you, so yeah, on the YouTube channel, yeah, it won't let me pull this up. But let me see if you guys can see this or not. But yeah, so the monetization of a YouTube channel. So actually it takes what? Right here it says, if you Google it, actually all this is on Google, but I kind of added a second, I guess the second 2 lines in here, where it actually says that total hours needed to watch before you can actually monetize your channel is 4,000 hours. So I started thinking about it, like 4,000 hours, that seems like a lot, especially, when you're talking about hours and everything. So then I started putting it in minutes. So it's like, well, in order for me to get 4,000 hours, how many minutes is that? I said it's 240,000 minutes. So I started thinking about it, like, So I said, the more videos and stuff that I upload on YouTube, the more likelihood it is for me to actually get more views and to get more likes, and well, actually just more views, because you don't even necessarily need subscribers. It's just the amount of views that you're getting, the amount of hours watched and everything like that. Even though it does help you get subscribers, because obviously I guess you guys know a little bit about YouTube. If you the more subscribers you have, or the subscribers, if you're subscribed to a channel, every time they upload a video, it will actually populate it in your YouTube. So it'll come up and say, or either come up as a recommended video, or just notify you that the channel that you have liked is actually, a new video, which obviously, yeah, that'll get you more views quicker, because, people know that you have a new video. And obviously, if they subscribe to your channel, they like you in some form, to some fashion, to some aspect. So I started thinking about that. It's like, well, the more videos I upload, then that means the more, likelihood it is before, I can monetize my channel. But yeah, obviously it doesn't break down like this. You also have to have, I guess, a certain amount of views per month. So a lot of people break it down, because I started looking at it like, why doesn't anybody break it down like this? But obviously you have to have, I think it was 20,000 hours a month, watched, or minutes or something like that. Anyway, so people try to break it down by month, but it's like, well, that still really doesn't necessarily help me, and doesn't really, necessarily help me see things the way they are. So I started breaking it down a little more. I haven't seen anybody. If you guys know a video or something that somebody does it like this, then let me know. Put it somewhere in the comments or something like that. But anyway, so the total seconds that I need watched, in order to get the 4,000 hours is 14,400,000 seconds. So then I started thinking, it's like, wait a minute, it's like, this really is not that much. It's really not a lot, because you think about it, there's like over a billion something users on Facebook or on YouTube. And it's like, why? It's like, so if I get, 14 million of those people to watch 1 second of my video, then I pretty much can monetize my channel. And of course, yeah, people are going to say, well, you have to consistently let, people, they have to watch it all the time. But I mean, if you have a ton of videos up, YouTube is obviously going to push those videos out to, certain amount of people, every day. So I mean, if you have like 1 million videos on there, all that somebody has to do is click on your video for a second, and then you're actually going to get credit for it. But I looked up something, I haven't really studied this or not, but there's also quality time watch. So some people saying that YouTube just came out with that, which pretty much will change the game as far as quality time. But even if it doesn't change the game, I figured the more videos you get uploaded, then the more likelihood you are for you to monetize your channel, which is pretty interesting, because the more content, everybody's always pushing content. Obviously, yeah, I'm going live on Facebook now, but what I've been doing is I've actually been taking these videos, downloading them, and uploading them to YouTube, uploading them to other social media sources. That way you can also get more views. So actually what I would do is, if I were you, and I'm going to start doing this, is actually taking my YouTube links, and I'm going to start posting them everywhere, which I do have a software that actually recommends that you do that, but I have to upgrade it, because I guess I have like the lower version. And yeah, I have to upgrade it to actually get them to push your YouTube video out. So it only pushes them to 2 social media sources anyway, but still, obviously, yeah, you can do the same thing. So you can take your YouTube links, videos, and all that stuff, actually your YouTube link, and then you can start posting them on different social media sites. Eventually, somebody is going to click on them, but then, you can still get them on YouTube, which you already have 1 billion users. Then I went a little bit, well, how many, what channel has the most videos? And actually, I'm getting ready to pull that up now. Is actually a gaming channel, that actually has over 1 million videos. Somebody said that YouTube was doing a channel, I guess, back in the day, where they were just uploading, I think it was like 600 something thousand videos, I think they said. But then, because I Googled this, and then I guess somewhere in Google, where it has the questions and all that stuff, where you can Google stuff, and then actually questions will pop up, and then they'll give you like a list of 4 or 5 different questions. So I clicked on one of those questions. Then it had a thread in there where people were commenting. So at the top one, obviously, it was YouTube that said they had the most, and they were winning. It was 600,000. And then there was another guy under that actually commented, and he said, yeah, he said that's not true. He said there's a gaming station, which you see right here, COD Black Ops PS, that actually has over 1 million videos uploaded. And a lot of people were saying, well, 600,000 something videos is hard to do manually. But even with this, even if you had a team or something, a team of different people, or even you can get a VA, if you constantly keep pushing out content and you put it on Facebook or whatever, upload videos, do Facebook Lives, do YouTube Lives, or whatever you do, you can actually get a VA to actually disperse, or either, well, I guess if you're on YouTube, you don't have to upload the video to YouTube, but if you're on Facebook, you go live on Facebook, and you go live on LinkedIn or something like that. You can take a VA, get them to download the videos and upload them to YouTube, and then even just random videos, on your phone or something like that, or even maybe some of your staff can go live talking about, your business and all that stuff. But the more videos you put on YouTube, then the more likelihood it is that you can be, within these, this million views. So obviously this guy is a gamer, which I can also, this is true. So, I mean, you can go Google these stations, but right here, I actually clicked on this and you can see that it's going to be delayed because I'm streaming and all that stuff. But you can see this guy right here. He has, he's pretty much just streaming video games and all that stuff. And obviously, if you like to play video games, that is something that you can do. And I was talking to a guy, and I guess it was like a medical facility. He said, yeah, he said, I miss going live on YouTube. He said, I was a gamer. He said, I was making $1,000 to $2,000 a month because people were just watching me play video games on YouTube. Now, granted, that's not where I want to spend my time because obviously there's a lot of gamers that are out there. I think they talked to one specific gamer. I think he might have been on Oprah or some talk show or some show like that, but they interviewed him and they talked to him. He had like the most views, was making the most amount of money from his from streaming videos and all that stuff. And he said, I won all these awards and stuff like that, but he said I felt like my life, he was still maybe like 25 or something, he was in his 20s. He said, I feel like my life is wasted and useless. And he said, because that's all I've been doing is playing video games. He said, I really don't know anything else. He said, I made all this money. So there you go. I mean, it's not all about making money. It's just doing stuff, enjoying, what you're doing, and make sure that what you're doing is actually productive as well. But so the more videos and stuff that you get on YouTube, this is the main aspect. Some people say I like to ramble on and I carry stuff out, I drag stuff out. But anyway, the video itself, or the point of this video is actually to realize that the more videos you get up on YouTube, the more likelihood and the more capabilities and the sooner you will be able to monetize your channel. So there you go. 4,000 views is really not, a ton of views. Let me pull this down real quick because that's pretty much all. Are you sure you want to remove this source? Yes, I want to remove this source. So there you go. So yeah, so just to let you guys know, 4,000 hours is really not that much if you break it down. I mean, yeah, it's a lot. 4,000 hours is a lot, but I'm just saying you can reduce the likelihood, you can reduce the time that it takes you to monetize your channel by uploading videos. So go check me out on YouTube. Give me the like, give me some subscribers, give me something to let you know. So my wife says, wow, it says I'm going to upload all of my videos to YouTube. I have gone live at least 50 times while in Kigali. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, even if you want to document something, because I've been having issues with my phone and all that stuff, putting videos on there because my memory, because your storage and your memory. Everybody talks about, memory, because I guess I know Apple charges. That's why I'm not a big fan of Apple. Oh, yes, I'm not a big fan of Apple. But anyway, don't hate me for that. I mean, you got your preferences and all that stuff. I'm just a PC kind of guy. And, just back, in the day, I'll give you a little on this, but back in the day when I guess Macintosh, they just had everything blocked off. They had everything where you can only use Macintosh. I mean, you really couldn't use it different now, but I still remember the past. So actually, somebody told me I needed to slow down when I talk because there's, I guess, maybe a lot of foreigners who might be listening to me, or people who are really not, good at English, and English is maybe like their second language. I'll try to slow down a little bit. I don't know. I just thought about that because I realized I was talking fast, and I did not realize. Actually, I like this little timer over here. I don't know if you can't see it now, but a little timer over here actually it says I've been live for 20 minutes, which I really didn't necessarily want to go live for 20 minutes, but I did. So yeah. So how can you monetize a YouTube channel? Get quickly, well, I won't say quickly, but so where it won't take so much time, is you can actually just upload videos. Yeah, like I was saying, storage is a big issue. Everybody wants to charge for storage. I mean, Google charges for storage, Dropbox charges for storage, who else charges for storage? Yeah, like I said, Apple charges for storage. There's other various companies, or other various software industries, other various developers, whatever you want to call them, businesses that actually charge for storage. YouTube is free storage. So all you have to do is, you're out on vacation or something, Well, actually, first create a channel, which I do have a YouTube course. I don't know if anybody's interested in that or not. I'm still developing it, putting everything together. I don't know if anybody's interested in it. I do have a YouTube course. It is not going to be free. You're going to have to pay for it. I give out enough free content and enough free information that actually a lot of people are actually telling me that, you give out a lot of free information, which I do, and it's actually helping them. So this is actually going to be charged. So if you're interested in, YouTube course, how you can grow your channel and all that stuff, which I'm giving you, the main aspect of it now is get videos on YouTube. But yeah, so YouTube is actually free storage. So if you're going out on vacation and you're wondering, well, where am I going to put these videos? Where am I going to put these pictures? Where am I going to put all this stuff? Because I like, shooting videos to remember. I wish I had, videos of my kids or even myself, but obviously video wasn't back when I was, a baby or not. They didn't have all this stuff. You new young generation people are actually privileged, and, you really don't know how good you have it. We didn't have all this stuff. All I had was, like what was it, Atari, on playing, Pong or something, back and forth on the window, just back and forth, up and down, a ball and two lines on the window. Now you guys have pretty much virtual reality stuff, which is pretty, insane that you're actually in the video game itself, which is, I don't know, I find that crazy. But yeah, so yeah, so I mean, if you're wondering how you're going to upload videos and all that stuff, just put them online. Or even, this is another idea too, which I kind of just thought about, this is actually take this video, put it up in segments, kind of each topic, and then upload those videos. YouTube's going to push this out because YouTube rewards people or businesses, whatever you want to say, who upload videos like constantly every day. And if you're uploading 5 and 6 videos every single day, I mean, they can only be like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. If you are uploading videos every day, YouTube is going to push your content out for free. Everybody always talks about, you have to run ads and all this stuff. You don't necessarily have to run ads. There's a guy that made $500,000 and he ran not one single ad, and he only did it all on Facebook by running, actually just creating a group. And if you're interested in that as well, I'm not trying to make this a sales pitch or anything, but just kind of stuff that pops in my head. If you're interested in your Facebook groups, and a lot of people are having a lot of success actually I'm to just solve with, wasn't necessarily that program, but it's still taught by the same guy and they teach you the same principles, but it's kind of like a one-on-one method, which he just $20,000 with an initial launch of one of his courses because he has yeah, so actually I can take this video split it up into, I've gone live for minutes now, so it's in this video into 1 minute segments, 2 minutes segments, an hours, and I can do anything online if you want to produce content. That's now I kind of see why everybody was talking about how YouTube is really the source that you need to go to, because I mean, yeah, Facebook does have a lot of people on it, but YouTube does too, and YouTube is more so like TV, so people will binge watch, YouTube and stuff on YouTube, and they actually, if they want to, sit down, it's kind of like a Netflix. People don't necessarily go to Facebook for a Netflix experience, but people do go to YouTube for even though Facebook is actually trying. My wife just showed me a show about Jada Pinkett Smith, and she actually has, I guess, a show on Redbox or whatever it's called, some Redbox stories or something like that. I don't know what it was, but she apparently they're doing shows and stuff, talk shows and stuff on online. So that's pretty interesting. What time is it back on? Why is nobody on Facebook? See, that's the thing. Facebook really doesn't want to push your content to organic. Facebook is pay to play. So if you want stuff to go out on Facebook, then you really need to pay for it. But YouTube is not so much so. Actually, it's recommended if you put videos up on YouTube, not to run ads. You need to create a separate video and run ads to that video, but don't run ads to a specific video on your page or on your channel, because if people go to the video and they don't necessarily watch the video, obviously they're going to leave, and YouTube's going to think that your video doesn't have good content, so they're going to stop pushing it out organically. So yeah, just create videos, create content wherever you want to create the videos, but just make sure that you upload them to YouTube. I was debating whether I wanted to go live on YouTube. That way this video would already be on YouTube. But then I said, no, let me go live. Because then I saw, actually, the only reason why I did this and be live was because they had this new setup. So you guys check out Be Live Studio 2. I know there's a lot of people in my feed who use Be Live. I hadn't seen anybody talk about it or use it. Actually, I just said like 2 minutes before I went live. I saw, well, actually, when I was getting ready to go live, actually, they sent me a message 2 minutes before I was getting ready to go live, which is pretty interesting. Be Live did. So, yeah, I enjoy it. Actually, yeah, I like this. So actually, they said, well, these are for the Be Live users. Everybody else, you can just turn off the video, stop it, do whatever you need to do. But yeah, so if you're using Be Live, they say you could actually set up a appointment or a schedule or a time to talk to the producer and the developers. That way, to let them know how you like Studio 2 and to let them know the developments and, some things that you want to add. Actually, I would like to see more. I would like to see, because they only give you an option for 4 people to be on at once. I would like, kind of like a Zoom setting where you could at least have 100 people, live at one time. And then I would also like to see, up here in the comments, or if you look in the right-hand corner, you see that little icon up there. I would like to see that be a link as well. So I don't know if they're listening or not. But yeah, I'd like to see that be a link, actually be a clickable link. That way you can send people off. But I don't know if you necessarily want to do that during the show. So maybe that's why they won't allow that. But yeah, so yeah, the PWA, check it out. Group growth and monetization blueprint, check that out. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, and then it does apparently give you the capabilities now, like if you have a guest on, because a lot of people complain about this on the original Be Live. So like I said, this is Be Live Studio 2. So this is in beta, but a lot of people complain about the fact that your guests could not share their screen. So apparently now, if you have guests on, they can actually share the screen now, because that was a big issue. Because I went live, I think it was with Kim Dang, and she had a slideshow. So what she did was she actually sent me the Google slideshow before, we went live. And then actually I was the one scrolling through the Google slideshow while she was talking about it, which ended up being kind of a disaster because they got to one point in there where she wanted me to click on a video and play a video. It would have just made it a lot easier if she could have, if my guest could have had control of the video itself. But yeah, check this out on YouTube. Share this, because I mean, it's a good content. People need to know this, especially I know there's a lot of content makers, content developers, content creators in my news feed. So share this, click the like button, click the heart button, click the, the happy face, even click the frown. Just give me some kind of engagement on this post, whether you like it, hate it, love it. Let me know, comment on it. Give me some other ideas. If you guys have ideas of how else you can grow a YouTube channel, even if I know, obviously, yeah, this is going on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, do the same thing. Give me comments. They got pretty much the same capabilities as Facebook. They got the hearts. They got the thumb up and the thumb down. Give me something on this video. Thumb up, thumb down. Give me a comment. Say, yeah, this is good content. This is bad content. Tell me something. Give me some kind of feedback. Because a lot of people watch stuff, they don't like giving feedback. I try to give feedback, whether it's good or bad. Most of the time it's good, because you got to find good in everything that you see and everything that you do. Even, I don't know, even some type of music, even if you don't like it, there's still some type of good in it. You got to find a good beat or something in there, a good melody, a good hymn, a good note or something in any type of bad music. Actually, I don't know where this idea came from or this thought came from, but yeah, actually, I remember at my old job, there was actually, there are a couple of guys who actually like listen to real hardcore. I guess it was necessarily, I don't know if it was rock and roll or whatever. It wasn't necessarily rock, but I guess it was kind of like, I don't know, gothic, some type of, well, what would you, heavy metal, I guess it would be, but it was real hardcore heavy metal. And I really couldn't understand, what they were saying, because the guy was just in the back, roar, roar, roar. And I was like, what is it? Like, what is he saying? He's like, well, really not necessarily, the fact of you don't need to understand, what he is saying, but he's saying, actually, this is his interpretation. I don't know whether it was true or not, but he said the guy is actually using his voice as an instrument. So I was like, that's pretty interesting. So actually it got to the point where, I was kind of, kind of moving my head to the, well, I guess you really don't necessarily move your head, in that motion. It's kind of more like, right. I mean, it's more like a hard, core motion. But yeah, so I was kind of moving my head to the music. So I mean, I found good in something I normally, really wouldn't listen to, or even, even in, I guess, well, I don't want to talk about music, but yeah. So I am actually getting ready to hop off now. I want this to be probably around 30 minutes. I know my other one was 30. So you guys have a good one. Take care. See ya.